So I don't normally put products like this on the channel, but it was a handheld gaming device and I couldn't resist, mostly because of the way that this thing looks. It's a power bank and it just looks hella cool. The question is does it perform as well as it looks? I mean, look, I'll leave a link. No, I won't leave a link in the description, but what I will do is I'll say, go on Google and look this thing up. The reason why I'm saying that is because the website looked hella dodgy and it just wasn't one to be trusted. So I just used one of those just in case cards to buy it. And also they gave me two separate sort of tracking info sort of websites to use. One website was saying that it was coming from China. The other website was saying that it was coming from Philadelphia. I don't understand what that was about, but it eventually got here and I wasn't even sure if I was even gonna get this thing. I only paid £36 for this thing as well. So we'll just see how it performs and we'll see where it goes. So without further ado, let's get into this unboxing right now. So I don't really know what to expect inside here. It's a game power bank, which we know, 10,000 mAh, wireless charging as well, so that's cool. Got this, I don't know if that's Xiao Yu from Dynasty Warriors or whatever game he's from, let me know in the comments below. But the artwork on the box is pretty decent. Plays arcade, Famicom, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Mega Drive, and Super Famicom or Super Nintendo. Got a little bit of an outline from the box. Not sure where they got that idea from. What else? Showing you the back of the device on the back here as well, voltage and all these various things. We're gonna go over the specs in a bit anyway, but let's just tuck in and see what's inside. All right, so first thing I've seen here is an SD card. You've got your user manual, qualified certificate. The weight on this thing, it's sturdy and it's quite weighty. I quite like it, but we'll get into that in a minute. You got your Type-C charging, and it's Type-C to Type-C as well. Very cool. And yeah, that's it. That's all that's in the box. Back to the unit. Yo, this thing looks lit. Look at it. It looks great. It feels like great quality, but wow, it looks neat. It looks nice. And I think because of the weight of it, obviously being a power bank, it sort of adds to that. No triggers. So let's just go over the front here. So we've got the analog stick, which it is clicking in, but it's not the regular one. So I'm doubting that that's like a sort of a L3 type clicking button. You got your start, you got your select, you got your volume here, and it's got plus and minus. So I'm assuming that the more you press it, it just cycles through how loud it is. A, B, R, X, Y, and L. So here's your triggers. Perfect for those fighting games actually, or your platformers. That's not a bad layout. I'm just blown away by how it looks and the actual build quality of this thing. At the bottom here, okay, you've got your on-off switch. I'm not sure what that is. I'll have to check the manual. I don't know, we'll figure it out when we turn it on. On the side, you've got a speaker grill here. On this side, another speaker grill, and where your TF card slot slides in. So I'm assuming it's probably got its own firmware already built onto the device, and then you can put the games on the SD card and pop those in. You've got your Type-C input, or charging port, I guess. AV out, very cool, so you can plug, I believe, your headphones in there. And USB out, so I don't know, maybe that's for another type of charging port, I guess, I don't know. And then on the back, some of the magic here, you've got your wireless magnetic charger, and again, it looks so cool with the coil wrapped around here. You can see the circuitry in this bit here. Man, this thing looks really nice, man. Do you know what? It wasn't very expensive, but I'm quite pleased with the look of it. What's this? Is this a screen protector on there? Can that come off? That peels off nicely. Very faint scratches on there though. And that's really solid. So I don't know if that's just to protect it in general. So I might be able to reuse that. Yeah, the thing looks decent. Okay, let's put the SD card in and power this bad boy on, shall we? Let's see, so it goes in here. Nope, not that way. This way. Please let there be juice in there. All right, so that goes in nice and easy. You just click it in. Power button was at the bottom here. I guess you do that. Okay, so I've hit the switch, so I guess I'll hold this button and see what happens. There we go. Power's on straight away, very quick. That sounds unique. I can hear some hissing. All right, so yeah, I was right. You press that volume key and it circles through all the sound. It's got that fun music that we remember from the, is it the Data Frog, SF2000? Okay, so we got Game Boy Advance, we got Capcom CPS1, CPS2, IGS, Neo Geo, Famicom or NES, SNES or Super Famicom, Mega Drive, very cool, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance. So there's not a bunch of stuff on there, and also it's got the number of games that are on each particular system at the top, from what we can see. Got a little shopping basket over there. Have no idea how to get there. All right, press down, it goes there. Okay, cool. So press down, got that, we got that, and it's all in Chinese, which is kind of annoying. Maybe I can change it in the settings, which are going to be in Chinese. You can change your display to NTSC or PAL. Very cool. Don't know what that says. Don't know what that says. I'm gonna have to look into that. All right, let's go down here. Let's hover over it. Let's see what you get. Let's move it up a bit. Come on, do something. Boom. There you go. So you got user games, you got your languages there, and you've got your TV format. Awesome stuff. So if I go into here now, right, I'm gonna have to move that away, but if I move it back, yeah, boom, it shows all the languages, and English is right at the top there. Thank you, Google Lens, that is awesome. And there we go, boom, we're all in English, and that's that. So, sorry if you couldn't see it, I had to move it up in order to fit the camera. So, I guess we just jump into some gameplay right now, so let's go. Okay, the first game I'm gonna get into is some Game Boy Advance right now. River City Ransom. I love this game. Let's get that. Are you chasing me? Oh, you're with me. Let's go. Okay, let's try another Game Boy Advance game while we're at it. I just want to be sure. Okay, it seems decent. I'm hoping that all the titles on the Game Boy Advance work, but I'm not going to go through all of it. But if you do want to see some further gameplay, please let me know in the comments below. Okay, let's kick it off with some Sega Mega Drive and Sonic 3. Right, looking good, very, very vibrant. The display is not bad at all on this thing. Let's go. Okay, let's test out some fireballs and jump into some Marvel vs. Capcom. Alright, so we got the free kicks down here, punches along the top, just like the way we like it for arcade beat-em-ups and side-scrollers. And it's doing alright. Switch characters. Here we go, Chungers. So jumping into some Super Nintendo now with some Earthworm Jim, but it's running pretty slow. Let's just go out, come back and see. So we're jumping into some Super Nintendo with Inspector Gadget, and this actually looks very decent. I mean, look, the rain, viewing angles are not too shabby as well. It just sounds a little bit weird, but other than that, it's all right. So there's a game running in the Dreamcast. I don't know if it's going to affect the performance of this particular unit, but I guess we'll see. Do you know what? The colors on CPS is actually really good on this unit. The display's not bad, you know. Like, I mean, again, with the viewing angles, yeah. Let's go. Well, there's no stalling or laggage. It's playing all right.
Thing. So I've got to turn it over, and there it is. There's the magnet that holds it. Let's just press that power button. That tells me that it's on and ready to charge. Let's see what happens. Boom, charging. And apparently that's fast charging as well. So although it's not the best when it comes to playing Game Boy Advance and SNES titles, it's got a bloody good charger.
Well, there you have it. I wouldn't waste money on this just to get because of the emulation. It'll be more so because of the style, the design, and how this thing actually looks. I mean, this thing looks fantastic. It's really cool. That sort of transparent and you can see into it is very, very cool. Even the back looks cool. Yeah, this isn't bad for how it looks. And I mean, essentially it's just a glorified power bank, isn't it, really? But the fact that it can play arcade games, Game Boy Color, Mega Drive and all of that other stuff is pretty cool. Maybe not so much SNES and or Game Boy Advance. Don't get it for that. Outside of that, this isn't a bad piece of kit. Guys, I hope you liked the video. Leave your questions, comments and concerns below. Tell me your thoughts on this weird thing. Take care, stay safe, and peace.